Apple. The name brings to mind icons like Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak. But what if I told you there was a third founder, someone who walked away before Apple became a household name? It's 1976, and Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak have a revolutionary idea, bringing personal computers to the masses. But they needed more than just an idea, they needed experience, someone who knew business. That's where Ronald Wayne comes in. At 41, Wayne was older and more experienced than the other two founders, with a background in mechanical engineering and product design. He'd worked with Jobs at Atari and had already launched his own small business, though it hadn't succeeded. Jobs convinced him to join Apple, not just as an advisor, but as a co-founder, giving him a 10% stake in the company. Wayne didn't just consult. He sketched Apple's very first logo, wrote the Apple I manual, and even drafted the company's partnership agreement. But here's where things took a turn. As a partner, Wayne was liable for any debts Apple took on. And in those days, Apple was a risky bet. Jobs had big dreams that required substantial money up front, something that made Wayne nervous. He didn't have a financial safety net like the younger founders, and memories of a past business failure weighed heavily on him. Just 12 days after Apple's founding, Wayne made a decision that would become legendary. He sold his 10% stake back to Jobs and Wozniak, for just $800. For Wayne, the decision was practical. He valued stability over the unknown risks of a fledgling startup. But imagine, if he had held onto that 10% stake, today it would be worth billions. But Wayne's story doesn't end there. To sever ties completely, he later accepted an additional $1,500, waiving any future claims to Apple. He believed he'd made the right choice at the time and even resisted Jobs' later attempts to get him back on board. Wayne valued peace of mind over the chance of uncertain riches. There's another twist. Wayne had held onto the original Apple partnership agreement, the same one he had drafted and signed with Jobs and Wozniak. Later, he sold this document for $500, thinking it was just a relic. But years later, it was auctioned off for $1.6 million. Looking back, Wayne laughed at his choices, saying he was either a day late or a dollar short. So what happened to Ronald Wayne after Apple? He continued his work at Atari, later moved to the Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory, and eventually opened a stamp shop in California. Today, at 90, he lives modestly in a mobile home park in Nevada, selling rare coins and stamps. He's watched Apple grow from a distance, largely detached from the tech world. Ronald Wayne's story is a reminder that sometimes, the biggest opportunities come with the greatest risks. He made a choice for peace of mind, trading potential fortune for stability, and it's a decision he's come to terms with over the years. So, what do you think? Is it better to follow your instincts for security, or take a leap of faith into the unknown? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed uncovering the hidden stories behind iconic companies like Apple, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Who knows, maybe the next big story is one decision away.